Hello again. Welcome to my next episode. I have my woman on with me today, making an appearance. The brains behind my operation. But yeah, we went through. We watched 8 movies. Uh, Actually, we only watched 6. A couple of them we have seen so many times that we didn't need to watch them again, and I wanted to add them in. I was going to do them on an episode by myself, but they're some of Kayla's favorite movies as well, so I figured might as well stick them in while she's on here with me, so I have somebody to bounce some of the questions off of. But we're just gonna get straight into it. I keep saying I, sorry.
It's okay.
Just gonna get straight into it, because we got 8 to do, and we got 2 of us talking this time, and I don't want the episode to be too unbelievably long. So I'll go first. You have a 4 stack, I have a 4 stack.
Yep.
I'm going to start out here with one I have some crazy mixed thoughts on. And that's I Know What You Did Last Summer. This is the 4K with the all-star cast.
No, not for the time, but yeah.
Oh man, I'll give my quick thoughts on this, and then I'll let you say what you like. I, honest to God, every time I watch, like when I was younger, probably the same as you, but when I was younger, this movie was, like, I liked it a lot. It was like, it wasn't Scream level, but it was up there. And as I've gotten older and I've watched it, getting up to probably 10 times at this point, it gets worse and worse every time. And it sucks because I love the killer. Like, I'll start there with you.
Yeah, I love the killer.
Yeah, like the killer feels like he's too damn good for this movie.
Sure.
Like, it should have been in, I don't know, like, it's okay. Let's go character by character here.
Okay.
So who do you think's the best of this main cast members? These 4.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I agree with that 100%.
She actually gives some good moments, so.
Yes.
Emotional, her crying, her being scared when she's being chased. Like, you can feel it.
Yes. It's probably the reason why she's not the only one to actually go on to do anything after this, but she did the most, I would say, after this movie with an acting career. And you can tell, like, she's, in my opinion, easily the best.
Yep.
In every category, she looks like she cares. Now, I'm going to do something funny. Who would you pick as your number 2? Who do you think's the second best character of these?
No.
4.
This is a far number 2?
Yep.
Ryan.
I agreed. Ryan.
He's so fucking
Philippe.
angry in this movie, and he just, like, overreacts to everything.
Yes.
I don't know, I don't get it.
He's guilty of some overacting
Yeah.
in it,
Yeah.
but he looks like he's giving it his all. Like, he's trying really hard for this to
He
be
does,
pretty
but obviously he's, like, the person you're not supposed to like.
yeah, he's
Like,
a
you
prick.
know it right off the hop that he's a dick.
He is a dick. He is a dick. But like I said, it really feels like he's trying to make this his breakout role. Like, he's trying to steal the screen. And it is what it is. Like, these are all sexy teenage people that are casted in a slasher movie, so they're doing the best they can with what they are. Yeah. and obviously,
this is like, okay, so J Love, whatever.
Yeah, Jennifer Love's the third. She's not terrible.
No, she's not. She just has a couple moments that are really cringy, and it's like,
yeah, and it's not
who wrote this?
That's right. Like, yes.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
it's her fault.
No, I think it's a writing problem throughout the whole movie. But...
yeah, the lines she's given are so cringy and just feel so like they feel very B movie, but this is like released as a big budget A picture. But then we come to my fave.
Oh shit.
Freddie Prinze.
He's just
Fuck.
ridiculously bad in this.
Yes.
It's comical. It makes it enjoyable, actually.
It does.
Yeah.
I'll
it's
give
kind
it
of funny.
its props. You always have to have one character that's
Like,
just so bad.
It's like Mark Wahlberg in The Happening.
Exactly.
What?
No, exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
It's so, like, I don't even know how to
Every
explain
time
it.
he's just staring at the camera like just dumbfounded, like he has no idea where he is, why he's even in this movie. It's comical. But
Yeah.
I do like it's got a good storyline.
Yeah, it does,
Obviously,
actually.
it's legendary.
Yeah,
the
and it's
storyline.
got, like, if you haven't seen it before, a mild twist
Yep.
throughout.
Tiny twist at the
Yeah.
end. And honestly, like, what would you give this out of 5?
Upon our 100th watch.
Yeah.
Um,
Where is this landing for you now?
even though there are so many problems with the movie, I still like have fun just because of how quirky and stupid it is.
Yeah.
And the killer is good. Like they could have went so many places with it, but
Yeah.
2.5 out of 5.
2.5. I'm probably right there with you on a 2.5.
Because it's still somewhat enjoyable, but it's like every time you just see how truly bad the acting is and how bad the writing is.
Yes.
And this is comparable, like we're comparing it to other 90s movies. Urban Legend is
Yes.
better.
Better to me.
Scream is better. Like this is like the lower end of that list.
Yes. And
to me.
I think the reason why I'm harsh on it is because of that reason. This falls into the same category
Yeah.
as Scream and all those movies. It's not supposed to be like B movie bad. Like it, so it's hard to give it.
No, and if we
leniency.
hadn't watched it, we would think, oh yeah, that movie's amazing.
Yes.
But then
Yeah.
I guess the older we get and the more we're critiquing movies,
I know.
it goes a little lower.
Yeah.
But it's still fun.
No, I'll
still a
probably
fun
watch
movie.
it fucking 5 more times in my life.
Yeah.
So,
And the girls have seen it,
yep,
so
they've both.
They
I
got a
don't
kick
really
out of
know
it,
their
too.
full thoughts on it. I never really asked them, but
no.
they do watch it. So
Mm-hmm.
every time we watch it, so they must like it a little bit.
Yeah, I think I like number 2 a tiny bit more.
Which is funny because
I know
a lot of
that's
people hate
probably
it.
unpopular, but
I
it's just
like it
because
more,
there are
too.
a couple characters that are fun to watch.
Yes, and it's
I
more
like the
of a
setting
slasher
change,
to me.
how they're trapped, like
Yep.
on an island and stuff, and I like the twist about like the fake radio call
Yep.
and getting them there and stuff. I thought that was really creative. So yeah,
Yep.
I think number 2 is like a little tiny, like a smidgen higher.
One more quick little fun fact here before I move on from this movie. I was watching the special features, and it was an interview, like a sit-down interview that they did with, oh my god, what the heck is the name of the actor that plays the killer? I cannot remember this guy's name. I think this is the only thing I've ever seen him in, but the actor that plays the killer here, he was telling a story, and it was freaking hilarious in the special features. I recommend watching the whole interview because I actually gained some appreciation for it because
He was
of it.
hilarious. Actually.
Yeah, he's really
He has
funny.
a good sense of humor.
And he's a big dude, and he was telling a story about how when this movie aired, he was so proud of it because it's his first like big name movie. So he brought his wife to the theater, and not to a screening, just like to the actual local theater. And he said there was 4 teenagers sitting in front of him, and they wouldn't shut up through the whole movie. Sitting behind him, not in front of him. And he said he waited for an exact moment when the camera was directly on his face in the movie, so his face was the whole screen, and he stood up slowly, turned around, and stared deathly at these 4 teenagers. So it was his face on the screen and directly looking at them. And oh man, I almost died when
That's
I heard
amazing.
that. Could you imagine that happening to you?
No, that'd
You're at
be
the theater
really
and the
fun.
fucking killer from the movie stands up and gives you a look.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be so cool. Let's move on from that. What do you got next here? What do you want to do from your pile?
Oh, I just watched this, and you've watched this. So,
Yep, I've seen that a few times actually. Love it.
Perfect Getaway.
Perfect Getaway. This has got a stacked cast.
It does.
It's quite a few, especially for like like it's not. I shouldn't say that. I was
It's
gonna
like
say
between an A and B movie.
yes. It's not like a super well known movie.
No, it's not. But I don't know if it introduces Chris Hemsworth, but it's one of his earliest roles, and he's like
Definitely.
kind of, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe him. Like backwoods, trashy,
Yeah.
wife beater type.
Yeah. Yeah. He
And-
plays that part really good in this.
Yeah, and then it's
Mila Jovovich.
yeah, Steve Zahn, Timothy Oliphant. I don't know this one.
Yeah. Keel Sanchez.
And this person I've seen before. I don't know her freaking
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. The blonde girl.
Yeah.
She's from the Scream movies, I think, right? Like she plays.
Oh
the
right,
cop.
she's the newer
Yes.
ones, right?
Well, she was in an old one, Scream 3, I believe. As
Okay.
the young blonde cop
she's-
under Dewey.
Right.
Remember, she keeps hitting on Dewey and Courtney
That's number
Cox.
3.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
And then, or is it 4? I
it
can't
could
remember.
be 3.
It's 4 or 3 or whatever. But
Yeah.
then she makes a reappearance in the new ones.
Yeah,
But yeah, perfect getaway.
it's a pretty good cast, I would say.
Great cast. I love Steve Zahn. Everything I ever see him in, I actually like. I honestly,
solid
he
in this,
boosts it.
too.
He can do everything.
So, are you doing spoilers, or no?
I try to not actually give away the end in my videos, but
So-
I lead up. I build it up.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know the premise. It's
3 couples, basically.
3 couples on a Hawaiian island, kind of hiking and getting to know each other, and then you find out something happens, and all of them are kind of suspect of each other.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of like, did that couple do it?
Who's the killers, basically, right?
Yeah, spoiler.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's a yeah.
the thing is that like on the radio right at the beginning, it's you can hear them talking about. On the radio, you can hear them talking about how there's like serial killers on the loose.
Yeah,
So it kind of builds these 3 couples. Which ones are the killers? You don't know.
but they do a really good job of like making you think this couple is, and then this couple is, and then this couple is,
All
and there's
3 of them.
actually like there are some good like a few twists in there.
Yep.
But I enjoyed it. It was like really tension building.
Solid acting is one of the top things.
Yeah, for sure.
They're all good. Like Jovovich is a good actress. That's why she's always like in all kinds of movies like this.
Yeah.
Steve Zahn, like I said. Timothy Oliphant is
I love him.
always solid. I love him too, actually.
Yeah.
Another scary movie or Scream. I always say scary
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
It's Scream.
Scream, he's in, well, I guess not one of my favorites, but a good show I like. Santa Clarita Diet.
Yep.
That's good too.
What would you give this out of 5? I don't want to stay
Probably
too
a
long.
3.
A 3?
Yeah. I had fun with it. I thought it was,
Yeah.
like, I've seen it. I saw it years ago, and then I watched it again the other night.
Yep.
And, I mean, I knew what the twist, like all the twists.
Even knowing
but
the ending, it's still a good rewatch.
It was still a good rewatch, yeah.
I agree. I would be right there with you. 3, 3.5 even. It's
Yeah,
solid.
it's a good cast.
Solid acting.
Yeah.
All right, where do I want to go next? Let's go with a non-horror next. We got Just Joker, sorry. This is Joaquin Phoenix and De Niro, mostly just Joaquin Phoenix though. He kind of steals the show here. This is one we didn't rewatch, but we've already seen it like
A few times.
a few times. This is actually cool story.
Oh, it is, yeah.
This movie started my collection. So I was
Your collection this time.
this time,
I mean.
yes. So in 2019 when this came out, I wasn't collecting movies. I had stopped. I collected in the mid 2000s up until the early 2010s, and then I sold off my collection and thought I was going to become a digital person, which I'm
Bad
like,
mistake.
yeah, I'm ashamed of now, and I'm pissed off because I lost a lot of quality titles that were on DVD. And
Ice
you can't
Spiders.
even, yeah,
Fucking
Ice Spiders. I know.
No, I'm kidding. That's always the one I
I
think
know,
of. Like,
me
damn
too.
it, Ice Spiders.
All those like D movies that I had that you just can't get anymore.
Yep.
But yeah, this movie was coming out and we wanted to watch it really bad, and I didn't want to stream it because I just wanted the top quality you could possibly get from this because I was so excited for it. So this was the first movie I bought.
We saw it and then needed to watch it
Yes,
in this
in 4K,
format.
just the best you possibly can. So yeah, this is the first movie in my collection actually. I forgot about that until right now. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Where do we begin on Joker? First off, I'll hit you with this question. Who do you like better?
Why are you doing this to me?
This is one of the hardest questions.
Why?
Who's your favorite Joker? Is it Joaquin? Is it Jack Nicholson? Is it Heath Ledger? Or is it what's his name there from Suicide Squad?
Ew.
What's
No.
his name? Jared Leto.
Fuck no.
Who do you like the most out of these four?
Oh my god.
I know it's tough because I'll let you talk. I'll stop talking.
That's okay.
Who do you like the most? I'll give my thoughts after you.
They're two different movies.
I know. I just want to
Oh,
get
this
your
is
true
horrible.
opinion.
This is really horrible. They're two different movies. They're like tied. I don't know. I can't pick.
You like them both unequally? That's an answer.
I do.
Okay.
Like, this is a whole different feeling. It's very dark.
Yeah, it's almost horror movie element.
I mean, Dark Knight's dark too, but just they went for it here.
Yes,
But I love Joaquin. I think he does an awesome job.
I do too.
You can feel everything he feels in this movie.
Yes, and I agree with you 100% that they're two different versions of the Joker. So it's hard to
They're
actually...
the most similar, I think.
They are the most similar of all the versions, but because the movies are so different from one another, you
Yeah.
are right. Like,
It sucks.
Joaquin is in every single scene of this movie. Every scene from front to back.
Yeah, he has
So
to carry it.
yes,
himself.
it's all him. So in that department, I would say I would give him the win because, like, Heath Ledger's probably a total of 15 minutes of screen time, maybe
He's
20.
flawless in the time
Flawless.
he's in the movie.
Unbelievable performance. One
But
of
he-
my favorite performances of all time.
Dark
actually.
Knight's probably
It's-
your favorite movie.
It's one of
really
them, yes.
one of.
And
But he carries the movie.
but yes,
Yeah.
this is all about Joaquin just going fucking balls deep into this role. Like he pulls it off.
Yeah.
And then like it's so
It says right on the back.
I know a
A
masterpiece. I honestly do like even though our one daughter, Brielle,
She'd argue us.
she hates this movie. Like with a passion.
I think she'll like it more when she gets older.
No, listen, it's understandable. There are a big percentage of people that absolutely hate this movie.
I don't know how you can. Okay, maybe not be in the league of
Love it as much as we do.
Dark Knight, but hate it. Really?
Yeah, and I don't get it either.
Okay.
And like the only way I could justify if you hated it is if you were like
Offended by.
so a fan of the comics or
Maybe.
so a fan of the Dark Knight trilogy, and you just think this is so far off of what Joker is, because it is. Like this isn't really Joker ever before. This is like brand new version of Joker.
Yes.
So I can get that.
But it does paint the whole picture really well with like the backstory on why he is who he is
Mhm.
and the enough of the Batman story there, which I thought they were going to do more with, but I guess not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
well,
But there's enough there to like know where you're supposed to be
yes,
in the mindset of Gotham, right?
agreed. I love the fucking ending. Like when he
I know.
I'm gonna spoil the movie but I'm pretty sure anybody that's watching me, I know there's a couple of
Spoiler
you
ahead.
there. Specifically Joe and Craig are my two big watchers, so I'm guessing you guys have both seen this because you guys like comic book stuff. So when he fucking blows away Robert De Niro, it's so intense.
Oh fuck yeah.
Like oh man, it just gives me goosebumps every time I watch that scene. Just how
Because it feels like
real.
so sinister and
yeah,
real. Yeah.
and just real. Like it feels like this guy's just had a fucking enough of this world. He can't take one more shit from anybody, and he unleashes it. I'm so excited for
Foley.
yes, for number 2. Lady Gaga casted as Harley Quinn, I think will be amazing.
I feel the same.
Like I'm not a huge fan of Gaga, but all of her acting I've ever seen. I don't like her as a person, but all of her acting has been top notch. I think
I like her voice, and I love musicals, so I'm like really excited.
I know it's probably
every fucking musical
movie
I've
of the year.
ever seen, I've loved.
I
So, and her,
I'm
I
almost
like,
like-
I love her voice. Like, I don't care about her as a person, but
oh, she
yeah,
has a good singing
I
voice.
love her voice.
One of the best.
I
in
wish I
modern
had it
era.
myself,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Between
I'm
her,
so
like,
excited.
If I had to pick two people or a woman in Hollywood to play Harley Quinn alongside how much work Joaquin puts into his roles,
Yeah,
I think she's a good pick. Like, I couldn't even name a different actress that I think could do it better. So
well, that and there's a little crazy in there already
yes,
with her.
yeah, she
So
already
she'll unleash.
has the theatrics.
She'll unleash it.
She's made a whole career off theatrics, so it kind of makes sense. But yeah, this is a 5 out of 5 for me.
Same.
Yeah, for sure. All right,
Same.
what do you got? Give me something next.
Oh, we need to start talking quicker.
It's all good. Ooh, Titanic. Brendan's favorite.
Yeah, Brendan. I'm gonna have you over to watch it. Oh yeah, you said you'll throw yourself out my window if
Yeah.
I do that. So
Yeah, we offered to invite Brendan because Sam really loves this movie from Our Life in Horror. Brendan and Sam. Always forget to shout them out, like their channel, because I'm. But anyways, we asked them if they wanted to come over to watch Titanic, and Brendan said he'd throw himself out of our window, which we live up above things, so it'd be a death basically. He'd rather
you'd
kill
be really
himself.
freaking hurt. Okay.
But here's the thing. I know Titanic gets a lot of hate. I'm going to go first on this one.
Okay.
And then I'll let you talk, because I know you love this more than me. But it is still huge for me. This movie gets so much hate. And it also gets a lot of love. So I get it there. But I honestly think this is an easy 5 for me.
Mm-hmm. Same.
It has just masterclass acting from everybody, not just the two leads, but
No, the whole cast.
yes, you love and hate lots of different characters in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kathy
Especially
Bates
Billy.
is awesome in the movie. Billy Zane is a fucking douchebag you want to punch in the face the whole time. Even his face.
Yeah,
Like,
it's punchable.
yeah.
It's punchable.
He doesn't even have to be a prick. He could just look the way he looks and you don't like him. But with that said, I love him in Demon Knight.
Oh, me
He
too.
doesn't look like a prick in that. But
Yeah, he does. But he's freaking awesome in that movie.
Yeah, he plays it better.
That he's meant to be that though.
But everybody's in this. Even the guy from the soap you used to watch, fucking Young and the Restless. Victor Newman.
Oh fuck.
Even he makes an appearance.
I
in
didn't
this.
watch that very long, and it was only because your parents watched it, and I caught some, and then you're like, okay, it kind of invested. Like, what's happening with this character?
I know. I had to grow up
But-
with fucking Young and the Restless.
Honestly, I haven't seen that show in 20 years, and if I turned it on, you'd probably be
It's
the
probably
same.
the same storylines going on. I know, it's brutal. But yeah, unbelievable cast. Unreal score.
Mhm.
Like Celine Dion's song, obviously, is ridiculous.
I can see why people would be annoyed with it because they had to hear it so much. But it's amazing.
There's an episode
It's
of
so
Supernatural
strong.
that makes fun of that. Remember?
Yeah, because you have to hear it so often,
Yeah,
right?
if you want to hear the
get
song
sick
over
of it.
time, you're gonna fucking kill somebody.
But if you only ever heard it on the movie, it's powerful.
It is powerful. She blows it out of the park. It's in my opinion, it might be the best song, like made for a movie, of all time.
It's up there.
Because it's just made for this movie, and it's freaking insane. It adds a level of just tear-jerking sadness that comes from her voice. But there's some cheese here.
A little bit, yeah.
The sex scene down below where her hand comes up onto the steamy
Is
window.
it her hand or is it his?
I don't know, actually. Might be his.
Might be his. I think he's up on. Never mind.
Yep. Both of these actors would go on, obviously, after this to
Do crazy.
win tons of awards. In my opinion, Leo should definitely have more than one Academy Award in his fucking closet. It's ridiculous. But both of them went on to become huge award-winning actors and actresses. Oh man.
Just think of how much work went into this thing. That's what, like, it is truly crazy filmmaking.
It's yes,
Like,
James
you
Cameron.
can't, even
at
if you
his
don't like
finest.
the love story and like all the bull crap at the beginning, because it does run long.
It's
And if
a
you're
beast.
just not a fan of like romantic movies,
then
It's the second half that is like, holy crap.
yeah, if you hate romance and you just refuse to have a romantic scene in a movie or you hate it, then yes, you are not going to probably enjoy
That's
yourself.
the first half, other than like building the setting, and they do a good job with like aesthetics with
Yes.
being in that period.
Yes, because you can look past all of that. You can, if you want, you can go into this and ignore the romance.
Yeah.
Yes, it's blatantly hitting you in the face constantly, but you can look at the ship every time they're walking on the
No,
thing.
it's so much attention to detail. It's crazy.
It's nuts.
And the 4K was unreal looking.
Possibly the best looking 4K in my entire
I
collection.
was so
I actually
blown away by it.
It's phenomenal. I know this is silly to say, but when I first turned it on,
Same.
the
I know what you're about
picture
to say.
was so beautiful when they were showing the boat first leaving the harbor in the first half hour, and the title of it popping up and everything. I actually got a tear in my eye
Same.
at how fucking beautiful it looked.
Was crazy.
I was like, Jesus, this is master class. And that's like, so this 4K is a definite purchase if you even enjoy this movie a little bit, because this is the best it will ever look.
I just don't know, like, James Cameron's known for just pouring everything into something.
Yeah, he don't fuck around on quality.
You just see it.
The guy's resume is ridiculous.
You just see it.
Like, Brendan and Sam were here a couple days ago, or about a week ago at this point, to pick up a couple movies off me. And I brought up Titanic, and I said to Brendan that it might be James Cameron's best movie. But then I had to immediately retract my statement because his resume is so fucking good. Yes, it's only like 3 or 4. But
like
they're so good. Like Terminator 2.
Yeah, I love it.
Terminator 2, in my opinion, is better than Titanic because of I'm a man. What else does he's got? Oh my God, Aliens. Another one that I probably like better than Titanic.
Even The Abyss, like, as much as it was too long and a little boring at times,
it's still cool.
It still had, like, you could see his heart in it.
And using technology that he's basically inventing.
Yeah, fucking avatars.
The Avatar, Avatar, the first one, I've seen it a couple times in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
And I did love the spectacle of it.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's not on the level of these movies when it comes to just, like, serious filmmaking.
Yeah.
Avatar's like a Marvel movie. It's fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Titanic, man. Must watch. I'd recommend that any day of the week. And this 4K is an absolute must grab in your collection. It's the last time you'll ever have to buy this movie.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's perfection.
Right.
I'm going to go with this one here. This doozy. I picked this up from Vinegar Syndrome. Had to order it off their website. That's how I got the slipcover, because here in Canada, you don't get slipcovers if you buy off anything other than their website. But yeah, it's a beautiful slipcover there. It's actually, you can feel the stuff sticking out. This is the 4K. I have the original art there. It's not much different from the new art. This comes, it's double disc. You get the Blu-ray and you get the 4K. But I mean, the 4K, it's not like one of those 4Ks that scrubs the picture so clean that it looks like it came out yesterday. It still has the film grain, which I love. I hate when the movie is
They make it clean when they need it to.
Yeah, and some of these aren't meant to look like $1 million, right? They're supposed to look dirty and old. Mm-hmm. This isn't Titanic. Like, it's meant to fucking look like it does. But yeah, this was a first time watch for both of us, actually. Mother's Day. I've been wanting to get my hands on this for a while. Eli Roth's favorite movie of all time. Everyone's probably heard his stories.
So we knew it was going to be something.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be somewhat fucked up. I wanted to actually like this more than I ended up liking it.
That's
like,
yeah.
like Brendan and Sam know this about me. I'm not a huge fan of rape movies. I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 rape revenge movies that I've ever thought were even like a 3 or above. Yeah. Everything is usually too focused on the rape for me, where it's almost fetishizing it. And it's kind of uncomfortable because I don't really want to watch a girl like screaming and dying and just like praying to her mom and dad to save her. Like, it's a little too gut wrenching, and I get it. That's what it's meant to be. It's meant to just make you sick. So it does do its job. With that said, I don't think that it's that terribly graphic in this movie.
It's not terribly graphic, but it went somewhere with one of the characters that I didn't expect, and it made it a little darker than it should have been. You know what I mean? So, like, there's some quirky, like, what year did that come out?
1980.
Okay, so 80s, quirky, silly,
comedic
killers, but yeah,
it's a comedy with a really serious storyline,
and it's like,
it's weird.
Like you feel satisfied at the end, but almost not quite fully satisfied because of one of the things that happens.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
spoilers
It kind of just went, ooh, okay.
This is probably one that not a ton of people have seen.
It was demented though. Like the premise of it's demented.
It is like the mother here.
She's fucking crazy.
Little bit of storyline, obviously no super spoilers, but the mother's probably the best part.
Yeah,
I would say of the whole movie actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like she looks like a prestigious actress,
but acting nuts
in a role like this. Yes,
yeah.
But she's kind of like perversed her 2 sons into becoming rapists, pigs, killers, and it's just her like dominating these 2 guys, and they're basically like 5-year-olds in grown man bodies.
I was gonna say that
they're both fully mental. Like I don't even know if you're allowed to say the R word anymore.
No, well, you know what we're about to say.
Like,
but they're like fighting for mommy's attention and acting like. Yeah, 5-year-olds.
Babies. And it's super comedic, but then because of how vicious they're raping these girls...
it takes it down a notch.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because of that. Like, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or turn the fucking thing off. It
feels like 2 different movies.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But with that said, I still believe that this is a must-own.
Yeah. I do too.
Like in the year of 1980, which I've seen almost everything from that year because I did a deep dive of it once where I just went on a horror 1980, that specific year for some reason, spree of watching everything. This is one of the ones I didn't watch. And for that year, like, it is top notch. Mm-hmm. So like and this is a beautiful fucking case, by the way. It feels like it's
a must see once. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
And then you can tell us what you think.
Yeah, I would love to hear what some other people think on this because it wasn't really for me. I would give it probably a 2 to 2.5, maybe. Yeah. And that's just my personal opinion. So don't get offended if you're Eli Roth and you think this is
gonna watch this video.
If he does, I'm sorry, Eli.
Hey, love Thanksgiving, love Cabin Fever, love Hostel. Yeah.
Yeah, I love most of his movies more than I like this. So I would say it's 2 to 2.5. We can just move on from that because I can't really talk much more without spoiling it. Because you do have to see the ending for yourself because it's somewhat satisfying. Mm-hmm. A little bit of political commentary on the kills. I'll say that. What do you got next? I'm down to 1. You got 2.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Well,
one of Samara's
one
too,
of.
I think, right?
The Faculty.
The Faculty. This one pissed me off. While you show that off, I'm gonna tell my stupid...
Pissed you off?
It pissed me off because I bought this Blu-ray here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Yeah. Because I wanted it so bad.
I didn't have this in my collection. Kayla wanted it really bad.
You didn't have it on DVD?
No, I didn't.
Oh, Okay.
And so I bought it, the Blu-ray, for, it wasn't unreal. It was like, what, $20 or something. So
$20.
it's only a $20 loss. But then, literally that night, I believe, I found out that they announced the 4K. That's why somebody was selling it for so
we
cheap.
can get the 4K and sell that one. And
Yeah,
just
yeah.
lose
Brendan
$5.
said that to me, actually. He said, well, why don't you just buy the 4K and then you'll get $20 back for this.
Probably,
Someone
yeah.
will give it. So I'm
Even
like,
if you lose $5 or something, like, whatever.
yeah, it's not a big deal, right? But yeah, let's get on to the movie here. We got a fucking superstar cast.
Yep.
Not for the time, really, but, like,
No.
a lot of everyone in this movie you've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I couldn't even name them all. There's
Well,
so many.
There are people that aren't even on the cover.
Oh, I know, that's what I mean. Like, there's so many.
Famke. There's, oh, shit. What the hell's his name? Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart, Clea Duvall, Jordana Brewster, Robert Patrick is awesome in this.
Yep.
Elijah Wood is quite funny in this, actually.
I'm just going to say the whole cast.
The whole cast
I
is
love the
good.
cast together because it's, like, just all different personalities and I don't know. I think it works.
It's a great teenage movie. And I enjoy the alien. I love, like, Invasion of the Body Snatchers type movies. That's what this kind of is. It's an
it
Invasion
is.
of Body Snatchers
Just
clone.
set in high school.
Exactly.
And
Bunch of
I
awkward kids.
fucking love this movie.
You also
soundtrack, score.
had a massive crush on Josh Hartnett for a long time, too. So I imagine that probably boosts it a little higher for you than me.
I don't know. I like him as an actor, too, though. Not just because he looked good. Sorry.
No, yeah.
But, like...
Well, sorry. I actually think he's good looking, too.
Yeah, he's not bad looking, but I don't know. So I like his acting, even though he's not the greatest. I still just enjoy watching his movies.
Yeah, I've always liked Josh Hartnett too. I loved him in H2O. I loved him in a few things when he got older, like 30 Days of Night's one of my favorite vampire movies of all
Lucky
time.
Number 11 is amazing.
Yep, Bruce Willis in that. That's freaking
He's in
great.
quite a few good ones. He has one coming out really soon. M. Night Shyamalan.
What's the name of that one again?
Oh,
I cannot remember.
it's one word. Oh crap.
Yeah. I can't remember. Don't worry about it. Move on. It's Shyamalan.
Trap?
Trap?
It's called Trap? I think something along those lines. Trap.
Sounds familiar.
It looks good.
Yeah, I'll watch
But-
a Shyamalan.
I think this is awesome. I think like good storyline, good visuals. They actually hold up pretty well.
They do. What year is this? This is 98? 99, it says.
Like nothing creepier than teachers being the aliens and like I don't know. It's a creepy concept.
Yep.
And I don't know. I just think that they did an awesome job.
I think
with
Selma
this.
Hayek's in here too, right?
She is, yeah.
Yeah, Selma Hayek.
It's stacked.
It's
Especially like now.
yes, everybody.
Looking back. it's
Usher,
Like, holy crap.
like everybody's in this fucking movie, but I
And that's one of my faves. Especially from the 90s.
don't
Especially
love it
from
as
the
much
90s.
as you do. I know.
Well, it's nostalgic for me, but I still think it's like pretty good.
like, what would you give it out of 5?
Probably a 4. I'm
4?
not gonna be stupid about it. It's not the perfect movie, but
Yep,
a
4.
4.
Yeah.
I have a
To
good
be
time
honest,
with
we
it.
might like it
The
around the
music
same then.
is great.
I'm there
Like
around that.
everything's good.
Yeah,
I have fun with it.
it would definitely be a top tier for the 90s for sure.
Yeah.
What, in my opinion, one of the weakest decades in horror history, the 90s, but they do have some massive hits.
Well, it's better than I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. I would say that I like it more than I Know What You Did, for sure, yeah. Just the fun aspect of it. And I also just like alien movies where they take over people's bodies and giant, like, alien fucking tentacles flopping around everywhere. I
Yeah,
always
the
love
end
shit like
scene's
that.
really, really good.
Yeah,
Till
it
the
is.
end, like 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is.
Yep. Elijah Wood has a good moment in here where he gets stoned in the basement for the first time ever, and his laugh is, like, irritating. Like,
Yes.
it actually kind of bothers me
It
because
does.
he's
But-
trying to pretend he's stoned, and he's not good at pretending he's stoned. And it's just, it comes off as kind of annoying as fuck. Wow, this is actually a pretty stacked 90s
Yeah.
here. I have another
that
one.
one going.
Yeah, I have another 90s movie here. This is Idle Hands. This one's 99 too, I believe. Yep, 99 as well. So this is the same year as The Faculty. This is the Scream Factory version. I don't have the slip, but whatever. I'll live. But yeah, another pretty solid cast here.
Yep.
You got fucking Sawa, another one of your told her I let her pick all the damn
Okay,
movies.
I was in the late 90s. I was a preteen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sawa's a good looking guy too. I like him.
I used to have all those magazines that they'd put these guys on the cover and all like the boy
Sexy
bands and
poses
shit.
and
Yeah. I actually my crush started on with him with like Casper and
When he
Now
was
and Then.
really
He was
young.
really young, and so was I.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yipper. You got Jessica Alba in one of her first roles. It might even be her first. I'm not sure. I don't really know much about Jessica Alba's acting career, but it is early. You got Seth Green in here, Vivica Fox, a couple other familiar faces too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Uh,
People you've definitely seen
Yes.
before and
Yeah.
other things.
people you've seen.
You'll recognize them. I don't know them by name though.
Now, I like this. This might be blasphemy for a lot of people. I like this more than I Know What You Did Last Summer. I like this more than The Faculty. This movie ranks right up with, like, for 90s horror for me. It's up there with, like, the top-notch movies. I don't know what it is. I watched this when I was young.
Same.
And
Pretty young.
Devon Sawa slowly finding out that his hand's possessed and not knowing that he murdered his own parents.
This movie's great.
I know. It's so
It's like
good.
a tie.
There's some of the comedy's ridiculous. His sex scene without Jessica Alba that goes on for like 10
hold
minutes.
his hand away.
Oh, it's
like
so
from-
funny.
Yeah.
It's just like as she's walking away, he's just like fucking grabs her like fucking super hard on the ass. She's like doesn't even know how to take it.
Yeah.
But there's so many good parts in this. Then he chops his hand off, and I always love
We're
a good.
spoiling, but if you haven't seen this, you've had like
They've all seen Idle Hands.
25 years to do it. So.
Yeah. Spoiling scenes.
Yeah.
I won't tell you how that ends.
No.
There's not much to it, but
No,
Sorry,
this
was
is
it?
this one's fun. It's just straight up fun.
yep.
This seems like a good stoner movie. Like I don't do that, but
I
it
don't even
seems
do
like
drugs,
a great
but
stoner movie.
It makes you want to light a joint up when
Kinda,
you watch it. It's crazy.
yeah.
It's fucking
I
nuts.
won't argue. I love Devon Sawa too.
Yeah, solid
It's
shit.
just a fun time.
Girls love this too, I believe. I know Samara does. I don't know about Bria. Has Bria watched this one? I don't know.
She's a little baby.
Yeah, she's
oh my
not.
god, horror movie. I'm like, whose kid are you? But we did name our firstborn after Samara from The Ring.
Yeah, it was
so.
destined for Samara to like horror more because she's a demon. So, all right, let's move on to our final pick for the episode.
This is one of my actual all-time favorite movies of all time,
Yeah, it's
Like-
up there for me.
regardless of genre.
Yeah,
Repo.
Repo the Genetic Opera. This one's probably an under the radar pick here.
Yeah.
Pretty solid cast there. It's
It's solid for like B-listers.
yes. It's hard. This movie's a hard one to sell to people. I've always found that.
I don't care.
It's really tough.
We'll do
because
it. We'll do our best. If you
yes, it's got Mosley. He's probably the most familiar face in this. Bill Mosley.
Paris Hilton,
Yeah, Paris. Well, yeah, Paris Hilton. I guess is the most familiar face. but-
Alexa Vega,
yeah, Alexa Vega
Um,
from Spy Kids.
Anthony
Head?
something Head, isn't it?
Yep.
Or is it just no?
From
it's,
Buffy. Anthony Stewart Head. It's
Yeah.
on the cover there.
He's the librarian from Buffy the Vampire Slayer show.
Yep. Sarah Brightman, the opera singer in real life.
So this is a rock opera. First off,
For anyone that hasn't seen it.
so if you're into like rock and metal and like a musical
Yeah.
horror movie,
Dark gothic music.
it's a must see.
It's yes.
If you want to try and explain it,
Well, I'll start out
sell?
just telling some side stories on it.
okay.
We loved this movie so much when we first seen it. This is 2008, I believe. Yep, 2008. That we ended up going to Toronto here in Canada and going to a live play. of like amateur actors. And when I say amateur, I mean like street people level. Like these people look like they came in off the street to perform
I think
this
we
play.
were under the impression it was going to be higher quality, but
Yes.
we ended up not getting that.
It was
But
in the lower end
it
of
was fun.
Toronto, yes. Poor
It was
neighborhood.
it was a double feature. It was Rocky Horror Picture Show and this.
And yes, so they played the movies on the big screen. We thought it was a full stage play. That's why, like, we thought it was going to be prestigious. We dressed up for this thing, basically. And it was like,
In the middle of a fucking snowstorm, too.
I don't know what was going through my brain to dress up for a Rocky Repo double feature, because just that alone, you think, okay, this audience is going to be bananas. But they live acted, like they live performed it on the stage while the movie was playing behind them. There was nudity, like these people were doing this nude. All the scenes that were nude were supposed to be nude. It was actually
It
fun.
was fun.
It was a fun time.
Yeah, it was.
Crazy shit.
You should try to explain the storyline.
Yep. I'll let you try if you want a little bit. I'll cut
Okay.
in here and there.
It's a futuristic world where one family pretty much owns all. Everything's really run down. People are living in like not the greatest circumstances. And the family that owns everything owns a company called Gene Co, who basically sell body organs.
Yep.
And the moral of the story is if you don't pay for your organ in the time that they give you, the repo man will come and repossess that organ. So it's fucking bloody, gory, disgusting, and it's a musical, and it's kind of like a bit of a comic-y feel to it.
And there's twists.
And there's twists, for
There's-
sure.
It
The
feels
si-
like a stage play.
It does, yeah.
Let's add that in, sorry. I'm
But
cutting
yeah,
off again.
if you don't pay for your organs in time because they're on loan, the repo man comes and takes your shit back, and it's yeah, that's the premise.
That's the basic of the story, yes.
the Gene Co company has repo men that come take your organs back.
I'll add a little bit here. Paul Sorvino. Anybody that doesn't know him, he's in a lot of 80s shit. He's in Wes Craven's Chiller. He's in The Stuff, the movie about the gooey shit. But he plays the owner of Gene Co, like you were saying.
Yeah.
And his 3 kids, Mosley, Paris Hilton, and a guy named Ogre.
Yeah.
Just Ogre. That's his acting name.
They're fighting for the company
Basically, yeah. They all
because
want to
Daddy's
take
on
over.
the way out.
Yep. Paul Sorvino's dying. And he wants to leave it to this younger girl. And you don't really know why.
But it all reveals itself.
And it slowly pieces it all together. And I'm not going to ruin anything more than that, because there's a couple twists on who's this person, who's that person. But honestly, some of the music in this,
Oh, fucking love
I've
it.
put it on at parties and people love it. They're like, what is that? And I'm like, it's from this random horror movie that not too many people have seen.
So you know how earlier you said with every watch of I Know What You Did Last Summer, we like it less? Well, every time I watch that movie, I like it more.
I agree.
So
This is a 5
It's
for me.
fucking 5. Like I don't even know how to sell it better. Like,
I know. And it's crazy because this director, the
a
guy that
rock
directed
opera.
this, Darren Lynn Bousman, he's in the movie as well. He plays the grave robber, and he's awesome in it.
Oh
He'll
my
be
God, I
like
love him.
one of your favorite characters.
yeah.
And he directed, wrote everything in this. And I bought his second film.
Oh,
It's
shit,
called
yeah.
The Devil's Carnival, and I had a lot of hopes for this movie. Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch is in it.
Our daughter loves
Our
Five Finger
daughter's
Death
favorite
Punch.
band.
She was excited.
So we were pumped, and it's not even close to the level of this.
No, because that's pure perfection.
Yes, he spent his genius on this movie, I think.
And
It was
I think
everything
it's a movie you watch multiple times to like catch everything.
Yes.
Because there is a bit of reading, like with the comic strip.
Oh yeah,
element
I forgot
it
to
as
mention
well.
that. It pops up and it's got comic strip lines.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It feels like it's an
It's
actual
got everything.
comic book.
It's crazy.
The picture and the graphics in the movie feel like they're straight from the pages of a comic book,
Yes.
kind of like a Sin City or The Crow, like I just covered.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't say enough about Repo. I wish more people would give
And if
this
you
a
don't like
freaking
it,
chance.
Just keep it to yourself.
I wish more people would give this a chance because I would have loved to get this on a 4K
I know.
collector's edition from like Scream Factory.
Yeah.
Because 4Ks really increases the sound, so it would give me top-notch sound on my stereo. But yeah, this is a pretty solid little pile here, if I say so myself.
Yeah.
Every one of these are good buyers. Obvious. Well, I can't even say one's more than the next. Really, like these are all must-owns.
I think so.
All 8 of these. You're not going to be dissatisfied with any of them. And I know I usually stick a DC animated movie in, but Joker can count as that for this week. I'll get back to that on my next episode. But yeah, you got any last thoughts you want to say before I close?
Watch Repo.
Watch Repo.
Just
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll
Give it attention.
We'll invite Brennan and Sam over for a movie night sometime this year at some point, and whenever I have my house clean. And
Will they like the volume we have it at though?
well, we'll let them, like, Brendan's actually in the market for stereos right now, I believe, so he can hear ours, see if he likes what it
I
sounds
like
like.
our setup a lot.
I'll blow his mind with some amazing fucking tunes.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna be back on here for Friday's episode. This is Wednesday's episode. So I'll be back for Friday, and then Saturday I'm really looking forward to the podcast that I'm doing with Craig and fuck. I'm like totally having a brain fart here.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I know. I'm not even I'm just gonna move right on past bringing this up. I'll talk about it on my next episode. It's Craig and Jay.
You got it?
Yes, but I'm like, oh man, I'm literally
the
talking
podcast
to them.
name.
Yes, I'm their podcast title. I'm literally fucking talking to them on a daily, like every episode. Craig's on my stuff talking. It's oh my goodness.
Just keep talking for a minute. I'll find it.
So sorry, Craig, for fucking blanking on this.
It's
so
not
stupid.
in order. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's the Sinister Screen podcast.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Sinister_Screen_pod. I'm going on their podcast and I'm freaking excited. Last time I was on Our Life in Horror and these two guys,
Oh yeah,
Craig and Jay, were on there and we did a trivia night.
They got so drunk, it was hilarious. I was like, "Fuck! I wish I was on there."
Yeah, I know.
That would have been so fun. And I had
don't even
I
drink,
had
it was
answers
fun.
when I was watching it. I don't think I was here,
No, you were camping.
but I was yelling out the answers, and I'm like, "Yes."
I know. I
That would've
sucked
been
it
fun.
big time on that trivia. I think
Well,
I
it's
only got,
hard
like,
when all of you
3
were
right or
trying to
something.
talk or do something at the same time, right?
It's hard.
It was fun though.
Buzz in your
You had
answers.
so much
but
fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it wasn't about winning.
No,
It's about just having a good conversation. We talked. We did that for probably fucking 2 hours, the trivia, and then we did another like hour and a half
Oh, I know.
on the after shows.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you in a couple days. Hopefully, I can get Kayla back on once in a while, whenever she has time.
Yeah.
I'm the movie watching fucking machine around here. So
I watch a lot of movies, but
You
just
do.
not as many as you, because
you watch more
It's
than your
crazy.
average person. You watch more than even your above average person. But yeah,
but you're insane.
yeah,
Not insane.
literally, actually.
It's insane. Not you're insane.
No, I might be too, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I will talk to you in a couple days.